Can you feel the light? I mean, feel it right now. Be present to the light within us. Unity in Marin is a spiritual community committed to authenticity and the expression of love and support for each other in living an awakened and enlightened life. Let's say that together. We are a spiritual community committed to authenticity and the expression of love and support for each other in living an awakened, enlightened life. And I turn it over to Deborah, Jason. Thank you.
The Advent song on our Sunday of Love. Like a star, O Bethlehem, shining inside of me, guiding me from where I am, shining inside of me, in my heart, in my heart. There is hope in my heart, in my heart. As I listen quietly, waiting inside of me, God brings peace and harmony, waiting inside of me, in my mind, in my mind. There is peace in my mind, in my mind. Deeply flowing from within, moving inside of me. Love is pouring without end, moving inside of me, in my soul, in my soul. There is love in my soul, in my soul. Filled with wonder and with grace, living inside of me. Christ is born now in this place, living inside of me, in my life, in my life. There is joy in my life, in my life, in my heart, in my heart. Oh, peace, love, and joy are in my heart, in my heart.
I love that song. Oh, it's so good to have you all here. And as we prepare for our time of prayer, just hold up our world, our country, as our prayer box is being brought forward by one of our prayer chaplains. Thank you, Denise. It holds the prayer requests of our spiritual community, and this box will be in the front entrance, the narthex, and you can put your requests in there. And as I think about our world, as we think about all the concerns of our heart, just know that wherever we are, if you are love streaming, if you are here live, where we are, God is. So as you take a deep breath, feel that presence of Spirit right where you are. We know wherever we are, God is. That there truly is only one power and one presence, active as our lives and as the universe. God, the good, omnipotence. As we lift the concerns of our hearts, Spirit, we know that with every need, with every person for whom we are praying, that the presence of the divine is fully and completely present there. We know that in this service today, the spoken word, the music is anointed and goes forth with power. We allow that presence, we allow that power right in the sanctuary of our heart. We open our hearts and we allow that presence to fill this space, making this a holy, a safe, a sacred space in which we live, move, and have our being. We are grateful, Spirit, and we center ourselves in the presence of love, the inner presence of divine love that lives its life as us. And so it is. Amen.
Today's word is love. Let us immerse ourselves in God's love. God's love is a gift that each member of the human family shares. It is the love that binds us together and gives us the ability to create harmony in our world. When we make the decision to think, feel, and act lovingly, we live as the love that we are, and the love between us blossoms and grows. Today, I immerse myself in the awareness of God's love within me. Today, I immerse myself in the awareness of God's love within me. My heart overflows with the renewed and growing awareness of this love that created and sustains me. I am motivated to give of myself in service to others. I release old resentments and offer forgiveness to those who may have hurt me. I smile and share my joy. I embrace oneness with God, oneness with harmony with all people. From Paul's letter to the Corinthians, and now faith, hope, and love abide, these three, and the greatest of these is love. I immerse myself in God's love, in the silence.
Starlight shines, the night is still, shepherds watching from a hill. I close my eyes to see the night when love was born. A perfect child gently waits, a mother bends to kiss God's face. I close my eyes to see the night when love was born. Angels fill the midnight sky, and they sing, Hallelujah, He is Christ, our King. Emmanuel, Prince of Peace, love come down for you and me. Heaven's gift, the holy spark to light the way inside our hearts. Bethlehem, through your small door came the hope we've waited for. The world was changed forevermore when love was born. I close my eyes to see the night when love was born.
Thank you, Deborah. It is such a joy to have you all here. Welcome home. Wherever you come from, whatever your sexual orientation, whatever your ethnicity, whatever your faith background, whether you believe or don't, welcome home. If this is your first time here or first time since I became the senior minister, we have a gift for you. And so we have two wonderful people here, shining lights, who will give you your gift. So if this is your first time here or first time since I became the senior minister, would you raise your hand? Here we are. There they are right there. So if you, thank you for being here. It's an honor to have you here. Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And we also have love streamers who are watching us from the Congo, watching us from Nigeria, watching us from France, I believe from Denmark, watching us from Hawaii, maybe watching us from Australia and New Zealand, all around the world. So if we could look at this side camera and wave to our love streamers. For those in Hawaii, I send you a shaka. And we are so grateful that you're here with us. We know that wherever you are, God is. Wherever you are. Whatever's going on where you are, we know the fullness of God's presence is there as here. And we are one. We are one family. As we say in Hawaii, we are one ohana. And so, welcome home. We welcome all of you, and I'd like to give a blessing to our love streamers, our new people, and everyone in between. So if we get the energy going, and if you would, repeat after me, and we'll send a blessing to all of us. And there will be collateral blessing all around. Please repeat after me. We bless you. We recognize who you really are. You are the love and light of God. Here on this planet to do amazing things. And we are here to support you, to love you, to celebrate you. Welcome to Unity. Let's give them some love. Thank you. On the slide behind me is our text phone number. If you're new here, you can go to that phone number, text the word welcome, and you'll receive a digital card, put in some basic information, and it will establish text and email information between you and I. If you've been here a while, you can go to that same number and text the word loop. And then I'll keep you in the loop about different activities, and there's lots of them going on. In fact, Tom McAuliffe is, I believe, going to share with us about some of those activities now. Thank you, Tom.
Yes, indeed. Candle lighting service on Christmas Eve. That will be at both the 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock services in the sanctuary. A beautiful evening, beautiful music. Please show up for that. Burning Bowl Sunday, it's a threefer this year. We have, this is January 5th. We have Burning Bowl Sunday. We have Aloha Sunday. And we have Ho'oponopono. Right? Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian practice that teaches us to say, I'm sorry, to say, please forgive me, to say, I love you, and to know that we are loved and are grateful for that love. I love you. I appreciate you. So Tim will lead us through all of that. We have Stephen Halpern here this Wednesday evening. Stephen, you know, you've seen here in the sanctuary. What a wonderful evening that would be. And that's at 7:15, doing his winter solstice sound healing. We have a special guest on Friday the 20th. There's a fellow, can you read that name up there? It actually didn't make your slide, did it? Somebody named Tim Lytle will be here talking about his experience of is there life after death. How about that? I wonder what he's got to say. Well, you can find out 7:30, Friday the 20th. I'm curious. And Christmas caroling will take place that Saturday, next Saturday, this coming Saturday, December 21st at 5:30. We will gather here at Unity in Marin, and we will serenade ourselves and others in the Hamilton community. Please come out for that fun evening. Please rise as you are able, and let's sing out a statement of truth.
There is only one power, only one presence, active in all my life and in the universe. God the good, in all, through all, and over all. There is only one power, only one presence, active in all my life and in the universe. Woo! That had some vigor in it, didn't it? That's a good thing. Maker of this heart of mine, you know me very well. You understand my deepest part more than I know myself. So when I face the darkness, when I need to find my way, I'll trust in you, shepherd of my heart, keeper of this heart of mine. Your patience has no end. You've loved me back into the light, time and time again. So if I start to wander like a lamb that's gone astray, I'll trust in you, shepherd of my heart. You're the beacon of my nights, you're the sunlight of my days. I can rest within your light, I can know your loving ways. So let the cold winds blow, let the storms rage all around, I'll trust in you, shepherd of my heart. Giver of this life in me, you're what I'm living for all my deepest gratitude, you love me even more. So as I walk through valleys, listening for the Master's call, I'll trust in you, shepherd of my heart. You're the beacon of my nights, yes, you're the sunlight in my days. I can rest within your loving light, I can know your loving ways. So as I walk through valleys, listening for your Master's call, now I'll trust in you, Spirit in my heart. Oh, I'll trust in you, shepherd of my heart.
So, the message today is love is all you need. You know that? The Beatles song, all you need is love. Ba, 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 ba. All you need is love. Ba, 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 ba. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. That's right. Now, on our Advent candle up here, you have great voices. That's a great choir. So the first candle is hope and faith, and this is the Advent candle. Advent means coming. Coming of what? Coming of the Christ. And, of course, we're talking about the coming of the birth of Jesus, the Christ, but we're also talking about the giving birth to the Christ of our being. The Christ of our being is that I am presence. It's the real you. It's what you really are. It was never born. It will never die. It is that eternal presence living itself as you. The presence that created the cosmos, the presence of all wisdom, all beauty, all love is living itself as you. That's what we mean as the Christ. Christos, the Greek word Christos, from which we get the word Christ, means anointed one. Each one of us has that anointing, that presence of God living itself as us. So Advent is the coming of our hope and our faith, of peace and of love. Next Sunday will be joy. That's the pink Godele candle, the pink candle. But today is about love. All you need is love. Some people think, well, love is good, but I need other stuff too. But really, have you ever noticed that when you really have love, everything else falls into place? Everything falls into place. Charles Fillmore and Myrtle Fillmore, the co-founders of the Unity Movement, taught that God is infinite substance, that there is no lack or limitation of any kind of substance, that we can appropriate it, we can use it, we can manifest it at any time. Ernest Holmes, who wrote Science of Mind and started religious science, now called Centers for Spiritual Living, says that it's already all in existence. We're not actually creating it. It's already there. We are unveiling it. We're revealing it. It's already here. Everything you need is already here. And what we really need is love, the presence of God. When you really get in touch, when I really get in touch with that presence of God living in, through, and as me, what I get in touch with is love. When we really get in touch with our true spiritual essence, what we find is love. In fact, I believe that real love is the divine, recognizing itself and treating the other as such. So love is the divine looking through my eyes, seeing the divine coming through your eyes and saying, oh yeah, we're one. And treating each other as such. That's love. That's the power of love. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore called it the great harmonizing power. Love harmonizes things to that which is loved. So, I want to share a couple of short stories with you. The first one, have you ever been invited? How many people here have ever been invited to someone else's family Christmas and you are new to that family? Would you raise your hand? A bunch of you. It can be a little awkward at times. Like, how do they open the presents? How do they act? Is everybody sober? What's going on here? You know, you just don't know. You're learning the rules as you go, and you're watching for cues. I don't know if you can relate to this, but I've been in this situation numerous times. And I remember being invited to a family Christmas where they were doing a gift exchange. Now, the board recently had one of these where we had a wonderful dinner and we sang carols together, and then we have this, they called it a Yankee gift exchange or something. Anyway, so there's these gifts and you have numbers, and I'm number 18, so I'm waiting my turn. And when it's my turn, I can steal someone else's gift, or I can go up and get a gift. You've done that? So I went to this family Christmas, and they were doing a gift exchange in that way. And so there were lots of presents around the tree. The family was having great fun. So they would open up a present, and it'd be a surprise, and then someone might take that gift, or, you know how it goes. And it came time for Uncle Rob's turn to get a present. Uncle Rob walked around all of the presents, went to a secret hiding place, and pulled out this massive wrapped present, and pulled it out, and the family's going, "Where did that come from?" He said, "I had it hidden back there." They said, "You had it hidden? You brought this present?" He opened the present. It was like a big brand new air compressor or something. And typically, you know, the gifts would be like in the $20 to $25 range. His was quite a bit more than that. And he opened it and he said, "Oh, what I've always wanted." Now, his wife is staring at him with disbelief. She said, "You brought your own present and hid it?" He's like, "That's right." And the family is looking at him with their mouths open, and they said, "Well, this is a time for sharing. This is a time for us to have fun and laugh and be surprised." And Uncle Rob said, "I'm tired of the crummy gifts I get here every year. And I decided this year I would bring something I really wanted." Now, his wife was shocked, as were his kids. And the wife said, "You mean this is what you were wrapping last night in secret? You were wrapping your own present?" "That's right." "Well, that seems a little bit selfish." He said, "Yeah. I knew what I wanted, and I'm going to get it." She said, "I would have been happy to have bought this for you as a gift. Or you could have bought it some other time. This is a time for sharing." He said, "Yeah, I'm sharing with myself." Now, what was interesting as an outside observer coming to this rather uncomfortable situation with a large family gathering, I noticed how the energy and ambiance of the gathering shifted and changed. Suddenly, everyone's wondering what the heck is going on with Uncle Rob. And Uncle Rob seemed very, very pleased with himself. In fact, instead of waiting for all the festivities to be over, he just loaded his air compressor onto the back of his pickup truck and sped off, leaving his wife and kids just staring with their mouths open. And I thought, this will be real interesting to see how this family does this. You know? And they really tried to give him blessings, and "We love you, Rob." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm going home." Now, serious. So, what that somewhat symbolized or epitomized for me was how some people go through life. It's about what's in it for me. I don't care about how things affect you. I don't care about sharing. Yeah, love is all you need, whatever. I'm getting what I want in life, and it doesn't matter who I hurt getting there. And I notice that tendency in our culture. I've noticed it elsewhere. It's a human, sometimes frailty, to be selfish. Now, my mom started working with me on that when I was in kindergarten. Uncle Rob takes a little longer. Where are you at in that journey? I want to share with you another story. Okay, so we're looking at a spectrum here. So I was talking with my mom yesterday, and she's probably watching. And so at at her church, the church that I grew up in Wichita, Kansas, they did something different. And I think it's a great idea. And if we want to do this, we can do this next year. We're not prepared to do it at this time, but maybe we can envision this if you're interested. What they did is they came to the church and said, for a Christmas gift for our community, we're going to hand out envelopes to every single person who is here. And inside of each envelope is money. We're giving money to every single person in attendance. And they did that. And then they said, we want you to use that money to bless someone outside of here or somewhere. It could be part of the church, but we want you to bless someone in the community. And so my 93-year-old mom is at the store, and she's waiting in line, and she notices this person who is doing lots and lots of work at the cash register and helping people. And even though this person has very sad eyes, is smiling and loving with every person that comes to her. And so my mom gets up to the cash register and says, I have something here that I want to bless someone in the community with. I see you up here loving and expressing love to each person who comes up to your register. No matter how grumpy they are, and no matter what's going on in your life, you are smiling, you are loving, you are kind. I choose you. I choose to bless you. May I do that. May I give you this to bless you. The woman at the cash register began to cry, came around the desk and embraced my mom and hugged my mom. And the clerk wanted to know, what this was all about, and my mom explained what their church was doing. And the clerk said, what church? She said, I'll see you there next Sunday. I mean, it's great. I mean, what a campaign of loving, and what great marketing too, right? And I contrasted those two stories to think about the power of loving and contrasting that with selfishness. There's appropriate caring for ourselves. I'm not putting that down. I'm just saying, what a contrast. Because when that clerk was embracing my mom and sharing with my mom, it was being witnessed by everybody in the store. It was infecting the entire field. Just as that Uncle Rob did, he infected that entire field. What are you infecting your field with? Love is one of the best ways to bring forth and give birth to that Christ nature, that I am nature. That is the best way to do it. Love. Not only is love all that we need, love is what people out here are really longing for. Longing for understanding. Longing to be listened to. Longing to just be heard. Now, my mom did that just to bless the woman, and in so doing, she received so much more just by sharing her blessing with the woman. So she wasn't giving to get something, but in the process of giving, she was receiving a lot. What she didn't know what would happen And again, 93-year-old mom who takes care of my brother who has had 2 major strokes. What my mom didn't know is that other people would use their money to make meals. And so meals started showing up at my mom's house. I'm like, what a great idea. It symbolizes what we're all here to do. We're here to bless one another's lives. We're here to bless our own lives in the process. We are here to bring forth the Christ, to give birth to that Christ, that I am presence, through our love. It's pretty simple. John, the apostle, who was very, very close to Jesus, and I may have shared this before, but as an old man, he was the only apostle to reach old age. The rest had been killed, martyred. John would get up to speak to the gathering of disciples in Ephesus or wherever, and he'd get up from his chair. He'd say, "Little children, I say to you, love one another." And then he'd sit down. That was his whole message. And he'd do that Sunday after Sunday, where he'd just say, "Little children, I say unto you, love one another." The elders of the church came to John one day and said, "John, we love you, and we are so honored that you keep sharing this important message with us, but aren't there other things that you would like to share?" And John said, "When you do that, I'll share other things." That's the central message. Jesus said the 2 greatest commandments are to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And the second is like unto it, to love your neighbor as yourself. Love is all you need. Thank you. And for our affirmation, and ushers, you don't have to get too concerned because we're going to have some testimonials before we do the offering. Yeah, thank you. They're like so ready, yes. But let's do our affirmation together. Oh, you know, I've been meaning to do this every single message. The power for the month of December is what? Life. Thank you. Life. Life is one of the 12 powers. We celebrate it in the month of December, symbolized by the color red, which I've been wearing this month, but today I wore green, but there's a little bit of red in there. And so life, love is what really brings life in our lives. So, repeat after me. I am the presence of love in action. I love myself. I love all around me. God is love. I am love. And so it is. Amen. Thank you. And at this time, Don Davey is going to share with us a testimonial about faith in action, giving. Thank you, Don.
Thank you. I will share
Good.
why I'm here.
Good.
Like many of us, I started in the back of the room. I was skeptical. I didn't know, what is this unity stuff? And as time passed, I moved forward, closer to the mic. And and gotten more and more involved, and began to see and feel the benefits of unity, and I began to see the benefits in the congregation, the people around me. I saw miracles. I saw people sick who were healed. I saw people living long, fruitful lives. I saw and am seeing a lot of joy coming from people who were troubled when they first arrived here. I myself met my wife here, my wonderful Nancy, who's in one of our classes right now, and we got married here. And this church has been, for us, a blessing of friendship, a blessing of congregation, of fellowship, as it is, I think, for many of us here. And this year, as last year, we upped our donation, and I urge you to follow suit. And in fact, I urge you to, if you haven't already gotten involved in volunteer activities, that's how to really grasp the benefits of unity in Marin. The unity principles work, and they work to the extent that you participate. And so I invite you to participate. Thank you very much.
This announcement is in conjunction with Faith in Action. So for those of you who don't know what Faith in Action is, it is Unity in Marin's pledge program. We do not get a trickle down from the Vatican or from Unity headquarters. It's us. It's us that keeps this going. And so, it's just important that we keep these doors open and keep the programs going. And really, Faith in Action is an opportunity for you, each and every one of us, to commit your spiritual growth to knowing that God is source, okay? And what it allows, the monies, and it also gives some peace of mind to our board, because they're our stewards, and they have to know what do we have to work with. But as far as the unity principles, the programs, all the things that go on here, and especially our family ministry as well. So what I want to acknowledge, I don't know if we have the graph with the thermometer, but we are up to, our goal is $425,000, and we are at $260,608.68. And we have 119 pledgers. So we have more people in the community than just 119 people. So please, if you just do it, as Nike. I just really encourage you to make that commitment. And whether it be small or large, there's no, all is accepted and needed and wanted. And one other thing, you could go online and go to our website, and there's a tab that says donate, and then there it'll lead you to make your commitment. Or you've seen these, our theme is Blue Skies Ahead, but it's where you fill out the pledge card. So it's either way that you could do it. And again, I just encourage, it really is, you'll be blessed. I mean, we are already blessed, but it's just fun to participate and very, very meaningful. Thank you.
Come forward at this time, our ushers. Come forward. And as we take our offering in our hands, and knowing that this will bless this church, this will bless ministries that we care about, this will bless us in the process. This is our way to bless the community. So as we take it in our hands, please repeat after me. I bless this offering in the consciousness of abundance, of love, of gratitude. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Just as we give, so we receive. Richly we live in one golden weave. There is nothing that we can lack. We give from love, and love gives it back. Just as we give, so we receive. Richly we live in one golden weave. There is nothing that we can lack. We give from love, and love gives it back. Well, speaking of love, the first service was the kids, and it was so wonderful, and it just made you fill your heart with love. And I want to just thank Lissa for taking care of our kids. And this song I sang in the last service, and so I wanted to sing it again in this service. So here we are. Children sleeping, snow is softly falling, dreams are calling like bells in the distance. We were dreamers not so long ago, but one by one we all had to grow up. When it seems the magic slipped away, we find it all again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying, hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste, there's so much to celebrate. Believe in what you feel inside and give your dreams the wings to fly. You have everything you need if you just believe. Trains move quickly to their journey's end. Destinations are where we begin again as ships go sailing far across the sea. Trusting starlight to get where they need to be. When it seems that we have lost our way, we find ourselves again on Christmas Day. Believe in what your heart is saying, hear the melody that's playing. There's no time to waste, there's so much to celebrate. Believe in all the love inside you have to give, and your dreams will fly. 'Cause you have everything you need if you just believe. If you just believe. If you just believe.
I love your music, Deborah. Thank you. And that is from Polar Express. Yeah. Ushers, if you would come forward. Yeah. As we extend our hands to this offering, We bless this offering in the consciousness that it represents infinite substance, from which there is never any lack or limitation of any kind. We give thanks knowing we are recirculating the divine good of our lives, blessing our world with love. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
I love the visualization of the full coffers, of the full heart. So I'm going to do a little bit off script here. Let's do a very brief thought experiment. Can we believe it's all taken care of? Yes. Yeah. Can we open our hearts to the love that makes this all possible? Yes. Just hold that in space in your heart right now. The belief that it's here and now, that blue skies are shining on us. And so it is. So it is. So thank you to all our sponsors. We have Cindy Hall and Medora Gordon for flowers. Thank you for them. We have Dana Mussick and Wendy Miley. Thank you for the food and the hospitality outside. We are collecting food for the community at large, canned items, pantry items, items for families. Please bring them on Sunday and bring them during the week, and find someone in the office for that. Please, Unity chaplains, please rise. The light is in this room and is beaming forth from our chaplains. Please find your way to them to seek comfort, to share celebration. Thank you, chaplains. They'll be here after the service. Let us do our prayer for protection together. Oh, there is a prayer chaplain introductory meeting that is taking place. Well, that was last week. Sorry, you missed it. All right. Seek out one of the chaplains if you want to find out about becoming a chaplain as well. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and that is the truth. Please hold hands and sing our peace song.